And indeed, you can see the results of his toil. Well, what about the cars? Well, some said today was a turning point in the Dakar. Hubert Oriol, finest spot in the house, waiting for them to pass. Stunning scenery today. The high winds easing, thankfully, but this a crucial moment of the day. Schlesser and Prieto blushing, I can tell you, after this one. Coming together in no uncertain terms at that point. Schlesser had to stop. Prieto checking he was okay, but it was a bit bumpy. Well, Prieto went on, but later it was to get stuck himself, and indeed only to finish fourth on the day. Something of a surprise, 11 minutes and 30 seconds off the pace. Camel grass was the problem. Soft dunes held together by this stuff. He was stuck. Well, Schlesser was delayed by 3 minutes, and the anger perhaps of the incident drove him on. Prieto, despite escaping apparently unscathed from the accident, had his troubles in the soft stuff. Yeah, the damage to the Schlesser-mobile was on the inflation system on the wheels. Well, once he was going again and knew that the car was still sound, he really, really did go for it. In his mind, he was playing catch-up, and he was determined to win. Well, problems aplenty for all and sundry. Schlesser stuck again. Shinazuka taking his chance at this moment. It was a day of stops and starts. But when Schlesser finally came home, it was for victory. 7 hours, 9 minutes and 23 seconds. He made it, come from behind and taken the day. And of course, increasing his lead overall. Well, displaying the damage after the accident. And speaking to Ulrich Bremer, Prieto and me came together. And then he goes on to say he was looking at his GPS machine at the 340 kilometer mark. Prieto was busy watching his co-driver. We didn't see each other. He said it was simply nobody's fault. Momentarily, we just were distracted. And on those dunes later, he saw Prieto and he was stuck. Philippe Moret, co-driver of Schlesser, said all the benefits are ours, he said. We're a few minutes ahead now. And he thinks perhaps this could well be a turning point in the race. They saw Prieto stuck in the sand, and at this point they're just waiting for him to come home. When Prieto did arrive, he was not very happy. What do you mean there's no problem, he says? It was his fault. He hit me. He said he did nothing wrong, and Schlesser drifted.
Yo estoy por la derecha y gira y me embiste.
Not happy. Well, thankfully, they were to make up. A handshake sealed it. Yes, well, in the end, I got stuck in the sand. After the crash, I attacked, and that was it. After being stuck, there's no way I could catch up.
Plantaos de morro, no mira el morrogollo que tiene el morro.
Fast in the sand.
Plantaos de morro,
and that was the real reason of today's trouble. The crash, he said, wasn't really responsible. Well, big trouble today for Jutta Kleinschmidt. Puncture problems once again. 5 in all. A desperate day. wasn't just punctures as well. She also suffered a broken wheel and wasn't carrying a spare. Had to wait for Fontenay to come along.
Reifen gegeben, weil sonst wären wir überhaupt nicht.
Yes, 5 punctures in that broken wheel. She said I was so happy to see Fontenay. He gave us one of his spares and we were able to continue. She says, but just happy to arrive in the end. She says they thought they were completely out of it. If Fontenay hadn't been around, they wouldn't have been here. So Kleinschmidt, 7th place on the day, losing out another 3/4 of an hour. That's the outcome. 1.5 hours off the pace.
Le quad roule doucement aussi, mais il ne nous entend pas.
Better day for Shinazuka. Coming home third, 4th behind Kleinschmidt. But it looks like a 2-horse race now. Schlesser and Prieto on top.
Ça, il nous a entendu. Wed.
Yes, a day of toil over those 490 kilometres. Beautiful destination nonetheless to cheer them. Not that they were busy looking at the scenery at all. Jose Maria Serbia making a 1-2 for the Schlesser buggies. They really are perfect on this terrain. Well, it was mix and match time as the bikes and cars ended up covering the same ground. And direction problems once again. Which direction, he says. And off they go. After help from the marshals. So onwards to Tichit. Still in Mauritania. Through the Elephants Pass. And another quiet night, thankfully, under the stars ahead. Well, Stefan Peder Hansel, won it 6 times on 2 wheels, having a good deal more trouble today with his new truck. Well, if anything, this Dakar has shown that help is often at hand, thankfully. So, stage 12 completed. These are the results and how they stand in the Dakar.